Amazing. Okay, we're gonna, it's like the next 5 weeks, right, is gonna be with the squishy ball. So I wanna try and introduce it. Some of you are gonna be quite familiar, especially if you came to my reformer classes. Some of you be familiar with how we're gonna begin, but over the weeks we will progress in difficulty as well. So we're gonna start lying down with the squishy ball in the space between our shoulder blades. I'm just going to mute everybody. So just give me 1 sec, and then I'll be on the mat. Cool. And then obviously, if you need to pin me, all that jazz. Let me take my jacket off. So we're going to start lying down with the squishy ball or your pillow, whatever you've got, your boat equipment, within the space between your shoulder blades. Okay, so for some people, this position is super uncomfortable. Um, just make sure that you're not putting the ball in your lower back. Really, really find that sweet spot between your two shoulder blades. Interlace your fingers nice and strongly at the base of your skull, and then slowly extend your spine back onto the ground. So you want to ideally get your head to touch the floor. Your elbows are going to be nice and wide. So you want to even try and think about your armpits being open. Get your booty to touch the floor as well. So your bum is going to be on the mat. As soon as you find your kind of head on the ground, your elbows on the ground, your bum on the ground, take a moment to think about equalizing your weight in your tailbone. So what I mean by that is that you're not going to be leaning your weight into your right bum cheek, you're not going to be leaning your weight into your left bum cheek, but you're perched perfectly in the middle. Try your best here, guys, to not tense into your lower back muscles. So there's a tendency that we have in this moment to kind of overarch into the lower back. See if you can really relax into the lower back musculature. Maybe even closing your eyes, take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, think about getting heavy onto the ball behind you. So get the rib cage to sink down into the ball behind you. Good. Big inhale, ideally in through the nose if you can. Exhale, sink deeper into the ball behind you. Or at least feel the buoyancy. Take a big inhale again in through the nose. As you exhale, you're going to slowly come up into a little crunchlet. You're going to crunch forward, and I want you to feel as if the front of your rib cage is piercing through your body, and it's going to puncture the ball or the pillow behind you. And then inhale, extend back again. Nice. Exhaling to close the front line, close down into your crunch. Inhaling to open the rib cage to the sky. So you could imagine your rib cage now, at least the front of your body, like a big crocodile mouth, closing as you crunch forward. Crocodile mouth opens as you extend back. Let's go for about 6 to 8 more of these. And depending on what you've got behind you, you might feel a lot. So if you've got a pillow, a really small pillow, you might start to feel your abs burn. If you've got a ball behind you, you might not feel all that much. It might be quite chilled. Nice. Inhaling to extend back, exhaling to come forward. So this movement right here is just about mobilizing into your thoracic spine, so your middle and upper back. It's a great way to just kind of loosen up, especially if you're sitting a lot. Last 3, inhaling to extend back. Exhaling to come forward. Really make sure you're supporting your head. Last 2. Very nice, everybody. Inhaling back. Exhaling forwards. And last time, inhale back. Come forward and see if you can hold. Nice, big, strong exhale as you come forward. Nice. Perfect. So from here, take your left leg into a tabletop position. So left leg's going to come up into a nice tabletop. As soon as we're in our tabletop here, root your right butt cheek back into the ground. So we tend to hike up the right hip, push it back into the floor. Right elbow is going to twist towards left knee. Don't crank out your neck here. So don't even worry about the elbow touching the knee. Just find rotation in your center. And then inhale, extend your leg forward, extend your head back to the floor. Exhale, elbow's going to come close to the knee. Again, root your right butt cheek into the ground. Good. Inhale to extend back. Keep going. Exhale to rotate and twist. Nice. Get that exhale nice and deep. You could even think belly to spine on that exhalation. Good, as if everything was just zipping up at the front line of your body. So for some of us, you might start to feel like, hey, my lower back just doesn't like this situation with the ball behind me here. If that's you, please feel free to get rid of it at any time, okay? We're all different. 4 more otherwise. Exhale, twist. Good. 3. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Nice. 2. Keep your right bum cheek firm on the ground. Okay, last one we're gonna hold. You know I love a holder. Inhale. Exhale, lift, twist, hold. Good. Now see if you can straighten out the left leg. Oh, nice. And flex into the left foot. I did a hamstring workout yesterday, so my hamstrings are so tight. Okay, left leg is up. Reach your right hand towards your left pinky toe. See if you can maybe tap. Yes, nice. Okay, cool. So we're gonna extend the arm back, extend the leg down. Kind of like you're sending a fishing line out into the ocean. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, come up. Good. Inhale, extend back. Get really long and open. Exhale, crocodile mouth closes and rotates. Good. Inhale, extend back. Left hand is supporting the skull really nicely, so your neck doesn't have to do anything. Good. Right foot flat on the ground, right knee pointing straight to the sky. Good. Yes. Can you go for 3? Exhale to lift and twist. Good. 2. Exhale to lift and twist. Just make sure your big toe of your right foot is staying on the ground. Okay, last time, see if you can hold it up, guys. Exhale, lift, twist, hold. Nice. So I want you to create contact with your right hand into that left leg, either the shin, the knee, wherever you are. And I want you to push your hand into your leg, push your leg back into your hand. Yes, yes. So I'm trying to create a tug of war between right hand and left leg. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades down. And then see if you can hover your right leg off of the ground. Way. Nice. Okay, cool. So this right hand, left leg situation stays constant. See if you can reach your right leg forward. Good. Bring your right knee in towards your right elbow. Good. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, bring it back. Good. Can we go for 5? You should be feeling this, hopefully. Navel to spine, rib cage draws down. 4. Good. 3. Push the hand into the knee, or the leg into the hand. 2. And 1. Good. Pop that right foot down. Put the left leg down and just extend yourself back, interlacing the hands at the base of the skull. Take a moment here. Okay. So again, just check in with your body. Just see, is this a nice place for me to be right now, having this ball at the space between my shoulder blades? If your body's saying hell no, then you're so welcome to get rid of it. Okay? All right, when you're ready though, we're going to come back to just forward and backwards flexion, just to kind of even out for a sec. So inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slowly come straight forward. Inhale, extend back. Good. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, take it back. So if you have removed your pillow or your ball, then just know that flexion for you is going to be a little bit more difficult because you don't have something propping you up. So feel free to take the movement a little smaller if you need that. 3 to go. This movement now should be a little bit more intense. Last 2. Looking good, guys. Okay, last time we're going to hold it up. Good. Get set up for success. Right leg to tabletop. Take a moment to pause. I find as soon as that foot comes off of the ground, the left hip wants to compensate and hike up. So just make sure that you think about lengthening the left hip towards the wall beneath you and rooting it down into the floor. Nice. Left elbow is going to twist towards the right knee. Try not to crank out through your neck too much here. And make sure that that left knee is pointing up to the sky. Cool. All right. So from here, you're going to send that right leg long, extend back over the ball. Inhale. Exhale to lift, twist, rotate. Good. Inhale back. Yes, guys, looks good. As you send that leg forward, think about really an intentional lengthening of the leg. So I'm squeezing my kneecap up. I'm toning the front of my right leg. I'm thinking about all the muscles in my right leg switching on as I reach it forward. Nice. Looks awesome. 4 more. Get that breath to work for you. The exhale to twist navel to spine. You want to almost get a sense of like wringing yourself out like a damp towel. You just drop the towel in the pool and you're wringing it out. That's your torso right now. 2. Okay, last one. We lift, twist, hold, and pause. Okay, this is where we try and straighten out the right leg. That's going to happen from, again, squeezing the muscles at the front of the right leg, quads, kneecap up, point the toe or flex the foot, whatever, but activate that right leg. Left hand to right foot. Okay, we're going to reach long, sending the arm back, sending the leg forward. Inhale. Exhale to lift and reach and twist. Inhale, send it back. Get really open. Think about length from heel to pinky and exhale, twist. Inhale back. Exhale, lift and twist. Can we go for 4? Remember, left knee is up at the sky. Imagine you're balancing a glass of champagne on the left kneecap. It's not going to wobble, or hopefully not. 2. Exhale, lift and twist. And last time. Exhale, lift and twist and hold. Nice. Okay, this is where we create that like tug of war between the hand and the leg. So my left hand is going to push into my right leg. My right leg's going to say, hey, I'm going to push back. So you're creating this core compression. Nice. Okay, feel the tailbone, the center of the tailbone on the mat, and then maybe lift the left leg off of the ground. Suspend. Yes, good. Okay, cool. Left leg now is going to reach long on an exhale. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the armpit. Exhale, stretch long. Inhale, bring it in. Good. Exhale, stretch long. Inhale, bring in last time. Exhale, stretch long, navel to spine. Inhale, bring it in. Well done. Left foot down, right foot down. Let's get rid of the pillow, the balls straight away from behind our back and lie flat on the ground. Ooh, that should feel nice. Amazing. Okay, so take your pillow. Well done, by the way. That is not an easy sequence. Take your pillow and just pop it between your knees. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't really matter exactly where you put it. The higher you go, you might get a little bit more inner thigh activation. So you could really squish it up higher between your legs, or you could go between the knees, whatever is more comfy for you. But once your ball or your pillow is between your knees, I want you to lie back down, close your eyes, and really tune into how much pressure you feel on the left leg and on the right leg. Okay, so we want to try and use the ball as something that gives us feedback, okay, about how much we're squeezing. So we're going to inhale to prepare. As we exhale, I want you to squeeze the ball or pillow between your knees. Inhale, release the squeeze, open the knees. Or at least let the pressure come off of the ball or the pillow. Exhale, squeeze the ball. So right now, keep going, by the way. We're not too worried about our spinal positioning. I just want you to think about the pressure that you're exerting on the ball on your left leg and the pressure that you're exerting on the ball on your right leg as you squeeze and release. Let's go for 5 more. Exhale, squeeze the ball equally between your left and your right leg. Inhale, release the ball equally between the left and the right leg. So the pace that you're moving, the pace that you're squeezing is nice and equal. Good. Last 2. I'm going to use this a little bit later. We're going to use this with some spinal movements and some ab work. Don't use all of your inner thigh energy just yet. Last one. Squeeze. Good. And release it back to neutral. So you're not squeezing, you're not releasing, you're just in the middle. All right. Let's take our hands behind our head, elbows into the peripheral vision. So your fingers are strongly interlaced at the base of your skull again. Ball is in between the knees. You're neutral in the legs. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to arch into the lower back. Okay, so just adjust your body to make that possible. Little arch into the lower back on an inhale. Exhale, round into the lower back. Okay, inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. If you feel like hands behind the head for this is just annoying, you can put your hands alongside your body. But if it's cool to keep your hands there and you can feel your skull kind of glide up and down in your hands, then keep the hands behind the head, whichever works best. But it's an inhale to arch and an exhale to tuck. I've still got my eyes closed because as I inhale and arch and exhale and tuck, I want to still make sure, even though I'm not squeezing the ball, that I'm exerting equal pressure through my left and right leg on the ball. Okay, so try and feel that now. As you exhale and tuck, inhale and arch, left and right leg are exerting equal pressure on the ball. Okay, this kind of nuanced work is really great, especially if you've got sacroiliac joint issues, pubissymphysis dysfunction, so any kind of pelvic floor stuff. These kinds of nuanced exercises can be really, really beneficial, especially when you're working with your breath. Okay, last 2 before we add in a little bit of extra spice. All right, so inhale, arch. The next time you exhale and tuck, can I ask you to squeeze the ball? As you squeeze, exhale and draw your navel to your spine. Inhale, release that intensity, arching into the lower back, releasing the squeeze on the ball. Let your belly expand with the breath. Exhale, squeeze, tuck. Inhale, release the squeeze, open up, big belly breath in. Exhale, squeeze. Nice. Go for 2 more. Inhale. Good. Exhale, squeeze. Find your core here, guys. Inhale. So on that exhale, belly to spine moment, I want you to feel your abdominals. Exhale, squeeze. Adding a little bit extra on here so that the beginning stays the same. Inhale, arch, release the squeeze. Exhale, tuck, squeeze the ball, nod the chin towards your chest, come up into flexion, crunch. Now in your crunch, look at your hips, look at your pubic bone, and I can already see my left hip hiking up, my right hip dropping down a couple centimeters. So see if you can find equality through the left and the right side of your hips. If you just look at the picture of your hips, how can you equalize that space? And then slowly take yourself back down. Inhale, release the squeeze, arch into the lower back if that's comfy, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze, tuck, lift, navel to the spine. Yes, flexion crunch. Inhale, arch. Exhale, come up. So let's create a little bit more of a rhythmic movement here with the breath. Coming down and coming up a little quicker maybe at your breathing pace, allowing for a space in your mind to still think about the pressure that you're exerting on the ball between the left and the right leg. Notice if one leg wants to just take over the party. 4 more here. Ideally getting rid of all of the stale air on the exhale and crunch. 3. At the top of that movement, you're void of air. Last time. Very nice. Slowly take everything back down. Now, if that was like a 10 out of 10 for you in terms of exertion, then please stick with that. But if you feel like you could add a teensy-weensy little bit onto this situation here, we're going to see if we can find a neutral spine. So lower back is going to be nice and neutral. And I'm going to suspend both legs now into tabletop. Once I've done that, my ball actually feels a little bit too high between my inner thighs. So I'm just going to adjust it so that the ball feels like I can actually, manipulate it. I can squeeze it and I can release it. So I'm going to move the ball just a little bit higher towards my kneecaps. Okay, so this is kind of brutal to hold, but we're going to take an inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to squeeze the ball between the knees, draw the navel to the spine, and then release the squeeze. So kind of simple, very small movement, but quite deep and intense. So when you're ready, neutral spine, exhale, squeeze the ball between the knees. Yes. Inhale, slowly release. Exhale, squeeze the ball between the knees. As you do this, guys, there's so many little teeny tiny things your body might want to be doing right now. One of them being hiking one hip up, maybe. So think about both hips staying nice and long. The sides of your body lengthen. Yeah? Lower back stays nice and neutral. Keep breathing. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. You could look at your legs as you squeeze the ball, and often you can just see one leg working harder than the other. That's kind of how I watch you guys, You can see one leg working more than the other. Exhale to squeeze. All right, if you feel like you could add on to this situation right now, you're going to exhale, squeeze. See if you can nod your chin towards your chest. Come up into flexion. Don't bring your knees close to your body. Keep the knees on top of the hips. Nice. Very nice. Lizzie, that looks awesome. Claire, that looks great. Alessia, nice. Slowly take it down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knees on top of the hips. Squeeze the ball. Come up into flexion. Yes, Alex. Good. Slowly down. Guys, you're all really nailing this, honestly. Well done. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Find equality through the legs. Come up. Good. Navel to spine. Feel the lower belly activate. Slowly down. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale. If your lower back hates this, you take that break. Exhale, squeeze, and come up. Last time. Hopefully you're shaking. I'm shaking. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it. Keep the knees on top of the hips. Come up. Pause if you can. Reach the arms alongside your body. Pulse your torso forward and back for 10, 9. Keep the legs steady. 9, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the ball, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Whew. Good job. Really nice. Oh, goodness. So get rid of the ball. Windscreen wipe. Exactly, Paula. You read my mind. If there's any other movements you feel like you need now, please take them. Okay. So the inner thigh muscles have a fascial, a muscular connection to our abdominals, and that's why it can be so beneficial to work the inner thighs and the abs. Really, really great connection there. Anatomically, we're going to take our ball and our pillow now underneath our bum. So this is probably quite familiar to a lot of you guys. Ball under bum. If it's your first time, just one thing that I see a lot with this kind of exercise is people putting the ball under the lower back. You actually just really want it directly beneath your tailbone. Yes, that looks good. Cool. So depending on what surface you're on at home, if you're on a mat, you're probably going to be nice and steady, but if you're on a carpet or a wooden floor, you might actually need to hold the ball. Otherwise, you might find that you're just going to like roll all over the place. So that's an option always, just to kind of hold on to it if you need that. Cool. Before we go anywhere else, I just want you to lengthen through your hip flexors. So let's extend the left leg out long on the mat. Let the left heel rest on the ground, toes up towards the sky, and just get a little teeny tiny sense of opening up through the front of the left hip. Put your hand onto your left hip bone, and I want you to try and send your breath down into your left hand. Physically feel the expansion of that area into your left hand if you can. Sounds like a crazy thing, but the expansion that you're feeling is your abdominals. And the abdominals are accessory breathing muscles. You want to be able to feel that expansion on your inhalation and the deflation on your exhalation. One more breath. Very nice. Slide your left heel in. Very simple. We'll just go straight to the other side. Slide your right heel out and let the weight of that leg kind of dangle just so you feel the opening of the front of the right hip. Pop your hand over the hip bone or slightly above and breathe into your right hand. You might notice differences in the quality of expansion of the tissue underneath your hand from left to right. That is quite normal, but also something to just be aware of. Go for 3 more breaths. Last breath. Well done. If you feel like you need more time with that, please take it. Otherwise, slide your right heel back in. Pop your hands onto the ground, just for balance really, or hold onto your ball if you need to. And you're going to slowly take left leg, reach it up towards the sky. Right leg, reach it up towards the sky. Nice. Yes, I love it. Well done. So for those of you that are on a ball, you'll be feeling more wobbly than if you're on a pillow, okay? So if you need to adjust it, now's the time. You want to feel equal between left and right butt cheek. If you want a little bit more, reach the hands up towards the sky. Palms are going to face towards one another. And then just check in with the back of your neck. Tuck your chin towards the chest, lengthen through the nape of the neck so that you don't have that hyperextension of your cervical spine. Point or flex into the feet, so do something with them. Activate as if laser beams of energy were coming out of the tops of your toes or out of the heels of your feet. Active legs, and you're going to slowly start to send the left leg down towards the ground, getting a sense of opening through the left hip and bringing it back up. Okay, so I'd actually like you to try and exhale on the way down with the leg. Inhale on the way up against gravity. Exhale on the way down. Good. Inhale on the way up. So good. If you're feeling really stable and you all look amazing, you all look really great, I want you to start to focus on creating more space between the legs. So what I mean by that is the leg that's close towards you, bring it in as close as possible without letting the knee bend. So challenge yourself to bring the close leg, the leg that's close to your body, as close as possible without letting the knee bend. Yeah? 6 to go. We're going to kind of flow through these movements, adding a little bit on and changing. So if you need any breaks, please take them. Nice. Nice and long and strong through the legs. Really intentional legs here. Last 2. Shoulder blades are equal on the ground behind you. And last time. Nice. Reach it up. Cool. From here, reach your right arm back, send your left leg down. Good. Bring everything back to center. Left arm back, right leg down. Inhale back. Start to get a sense of length, really reaching like an elastic band from the fingertips to the tips of the toes. Find that line, half of the letter X across your body. Bring it up. Reach long, inhaling and exhaling as you move. Good. Really nice. Last 4. Keep the back of the neck long. And lift. And 3. And lift. Looks really nice out there, guys. 2. And lift. Last time. And lift. So good. Okay, let's glue our legs together now. And I don't know about you, but sometimes with these exercises with the ball underneath the bum, I lose my lower abdominal sensation. So consciously connect to your lower abs. That can be quite nice to do on an exhale. So big inhale. As you exhale, draw the navel in towards the ball. Find your lower abdominals, squeeze your inner thighs together. So keep that sense of strength in the abdominal container, and you're going to slowly start to explore lowering both legs down. Now don't worry about how low you go. I want you to feel your abs here. Feel that shake, 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 and then bring it back up. If you just feel this in your neck, then take your hands down to the mat. That's really just going to help you. And then you can lower and lift a little easier, okay? Either hands up or hands down. But either way, guys, be honest about where you're feeling this. Yes. So it looks good out there. Really, it looks good. Start to think about fighting to bring the legs closer towards your body as they come up. So yes, we want them to go low, but we also want to work that active hamstring flexibility of bringing the legs super close to the body. Let's go for 6. Yes, very nice. 5. Really good. So we're feeling our abdominals work, consciously thinking about them controlling our movement. 3. You can hear the vibrational quality of my breath as I fight against gravity. 2. Almost there. Last time. And up. Beautiful. Let's place the feet on the ground. Get rid of the ball from beneath your booty and slowly peel your spine back down onto the ground. Amazing. Okay, guys, we're going to come off of our back just for the last 10 minutes. We've been on our back for a very long time. I feel like that's a bit of a rude awakening, but I just want to get you onto all fours. Ball just alongside you for a moment. So onto all fours really briefly. Hands underneath the shoulders and our knees underneath the hips. Super. Cool. So really be pedantic about the shoulders above the wrist situation and the knees underneath the hip situation. And let's just take a couple of really easy cat-cows. So starting with the tucking of the tail, lifting the navel up towards the sky, allowing the head to really soften down. Pause in your cat. Just make sure that in your cat here for me, guys, that you haven't let the shoulders draw behind the wrist. So keep the shoulders above the wrists, push the floor away. Good, and then starting at your tailbone, almost like you're flicking your booty to the sky like a little mini twerk. Pull your heart through your collarbones. Lift your chest, look forwards. Nice. Big inhale into the lower abdominals. Get the sense of stretching the lower abs here. And then exhale, push the floor away. Lift through the back of the heart. Let the head relax. Belly in and up. Good, and then lengthen. Unravel into your camel or your cow, whatever you want to call it. And then let's find neutral space between those two extremes. Cool. From here, take your ball and you're going to squish it behind your left knee. So this is like, it can be a little bit of a conundrum, this one, but just do your best. So ball or pillow, squeeze it behind your left knee. Cool. Push the floor away, hands underneath the shoulders again, and we're going to suspend that left knee into the air. As soon as I do this, my lower back is like, hey, I want to help you out. Lengthen into it and squeeze your bum. Good. Cool. So left leg is now suspended in the air. Let's pendulum the left knee towards the left elbow, keeping your spine long. Bring it in close. Good. And then send it long. Good. As I bring that knee in, I'm not letting my spine move back. Okay, so I'm not letting my body shift forward and back. I'm going to keep my entire body super stable as the knee comes in. Yes. Good. And knee goes back. 8. So you could exhale as you extend the knee back and inhale as the knee comes in, or you could reverse the breathing. Both would be super beneficial. So pick one and stick with it. Going for 5. And back. Good. 4. Watching the lower back doesn't lead for you. 3. Very nice, Paula. Very nice. 2. Okay, last time, reach it back, hold. Flex into your left foot. And then I want you to squeeze that ball. Try and pop it. As you squeeze it and try and pop it, keep the height of the knee constant. 10. Good. 9. Lift your belly up, up, up. 8. 7. Good. 6. And 5. And 4. Good. 3. Got a little bit more coming, so hold on if you can. 2 and 1. Squeeze it and hold that ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Push the floor away just a little bit more. See if you can reach your right arm long. If your wrists need a break, take a moment if you need it. So right arm long. You're going to pendulum the knee in towards the right hand. Keep the spine long. Bam. And then reach. Good. If your hand is not coming off the mat, that's cool. Just keep moving through the leg. 5. 4. Nice. Claire, very nice. 3. Alessia, you're rocking this. 2. Good. Last time. Bam. Reach it long. Take that right hand down. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Pulse the left leg up now for me, guys. Last little bit here. 10. 9. Straight up into that top range. 8. 7. 6. 5. Pull your tummy in. 4. Yes. 3. 2. 1. And take it down. So good. Whew. Okay. Should come off of the wrists for a moment. Just circle them out. They're like the innocent bystanders of all of this, isn't it? But anything on the wrists is just so good for weight bearing, obviously, bone density. Ready? Let's hit it, guys. Other side. If your wrists are like just hating this situation, you can totally come onto the forearms. Always an option, okay? Otherwise, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, getting the ball feeling snug behind the knee. There we go. Okay, cool. So what I want you to really focus on here is keeping your spine long. So as my knee comes towards my elbow, I'm not cat-cowing it. I'm keeping it long as the leg comes in and back. Okay? Let's go. When you're ready. Yes. Good. So the action of keeping the spine long as the knee comes in should give you more oblique, especially on the right. See if you can match that movement with your breath. Push the floor away. 7. Good. 6. Good. Very nice. 5. 4. Keep pushing the floor away. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Don't let the head hang. 2. Okay, last one. Keep the knee nice and high. Lift the leg. Hold it up. Good. Lengthen into the lower back. Draw the belly in and up. There's a fire under your tummy. You're going to pulse and squeeze. At least try and crush that ball. So I'm squeezing it. Squeezing it. Squeezing it. Squeezing it. Say hello to your hamstrings. Go for 10. 9. 8. 7. Lift out of that left hip. Don't let it scooch out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and hold. Push the floor away. Left arm reaches long. Find your tummy muscles here. Bring the hand to the knee to the hand. Keep the spine lengthened and long. 5, 4. As the knee and the hand connect, find your lower abdominals. Use that. Good. 3, 2. Okay, last little bit. Once the connection of the hand and knee is done, lift the right leg up, place the left hand back on the mat, pulse the right leg into that top range. Pulse it up, pulse it up, pulse it up, pulse it up for 10. 9. High five the sky with the sole of your foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing. Lengthen the lower back. 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Amazing. Get rid of the ball from behind the knee. Let's take a shell stretch. So big toes to touch. Sit your booty back to the heels. Send those arms long in front. And just relax it down. So in your little shell stretch here, if your wrists are feeling a little bit tender, it may be just kind of circle through the wrists, maybe play an imaginary piano with your fingertips, just moving through the wrist joints a little bit. Staying low in your shell, walk both hands, both arms over to the left side of the mat and allow your chest, your upper body to move to the left as well. Almost turning into a half a banana in the upper body. Allowing the breath to come down into your tummy, down into the lower back. One more breath on this side. And then let's move over to the right, over to the other side. Same exact thing there. Nice and long through the left arm. Breathing into the left side, visualizing the space between each rib. Those beautiful intercostal muscles, who are also accessory breathing muscles. They help us to lift and lower our rib cage as we inhale and exhale. Relax your cheeks and your jaw for one more breath here. Beautiful. And then bring everything back through center. Come on up, my friends. You can come into a brief seated position together. Thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. That was really, really awesome. It is now 45 minutes past, so if you have meetings, breakfasts, kid runs, it is now time to do that. Thank you so much.